Hey guys, BadInfos here. As you probably know, the PC versions of most GTA games are glitchy and generally pretty poorly ported. One big issue is the frame rate. In GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, GTA 4 and its DLCs, if the frame rate is uncapped, many problems could arise. In this video I'll showcase these issues and tell you how to fix them. Firstly, if you wanna monitor your frame rate, you can use any of these programs. They'll add a frame rate counter on the corner of the screen. I'll start with the issues in each game. Skip to the timestamp on the screen to see the fixes. Grand Theft Auto 3. The game is meant to be played at 30 FPS. Uncapping it could lead to the following problems. When starting the game, the menu could be invisible. You wouldn't know what you're selecting. The game could crash while loading a save game. When walking down stairs or a hill, Claude could take damage and sometimes fly across the map or even die. Moving the camera could become impossible on foot. Traction and friction are non-existent. Cars will start braking as soon as you let go of the accelerate button. They won't be able to reverse. After death or the end of a cutscene, the game could soft lock and be left on a white screen forever. Wanted stars and your health will flicker too quickly. Announcement from the police radio would be too often. Sometimes the announcer would repeat the same thing for a very long time. The wind effect from a helicopter would change color and flicker too quickly. You would not be able to activate the sirens of emergency vehicles. The fire particle breaks. The pager messages are too quick. Replays are too quick. Stunt jumps break the game. After completing one, the camera never goes back to normal. The in-game clock also freezes. Water moves too quickly. Pushing cars on foot becomes very easy. You can even flip them with a small push. Sometimes the camera would lock in place. And if a vehicle explodes, the shaking will never stop. Exploded vehicles could get stuck in the air. Grand Theft Auto Vice City. The game is meant to be played at 30 FPS. Uncapping it could lead to the following problems. The in-game clock is broken. It would either take a while to change or would not change ever. The trash and leaves on the ground would move in a weird pattern. The camera could lock up at any moment and it would never get unstuck. Pedestrian vehicles get stuck and unless you push them, they would never move. The phone rings too quickly. During the rides method is much easier. You could stay on your back much longer. After falling down, Tommy sometimes may never get up. Pedestrians fly away when hit with a chainsaw. Police stars and health flickers too quickly. Police officers will not deploy spikes. Announcement from the police radio station would be too often. Sometimes the announcer would repeat the same thing for a very long time.
Respond to a 1037 Central Taxi Sailor. Respond to a 1031 Central Taxi Sailor. This is for the 1038 Central Taxi Sailor. There is a 1031.
Pickable items will not move. Taking off in a helicopter is instantaneous. Taking off in a skimmer is impossible. Water moves too quickly. The game could crash while loading a save game. Vehicles will become very floaty. Making proper stunts on bikes becomes easier, but is generally frowned upon in the stunting community. Replays are too quick. When looking at a police helicopter, it will shoot, however after looking away, it will stop. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. The game is meant to be played at 25 FPS. Uncapping it could lead to the following problems. It could crash while loading a save game. Using a spray can demolishes the ammo very quickly. Swimming is almost impossible because of how slow it becomes. Trying to swim away from the police is not an option. They would kill you in no time. Sailing with boats is slow as well. Using the sliding glitch is almost impossible. The glitch itself is very useful, allowing you to technically sprint in interiors you normally can't. Cars wobble too much. You'll notice it when looking at the back side of them. While dropping down with a parachute, your character turns way too quickly. This applies both when the parachute is activated and when it's just on your back. Taking off with a helicopter is way too quick. This is helpful but not intended. When in the air with a helicopter, going up is sluggish and also takes a long time. Zooming in and out of the map is slow. Driving school becomes much harder because the vehicle physics break. The 90 degrees one and the corkscrew one take much longer to complete at 100%. Police stars will flicker too quickly. Grand Theft Auto 4. The game is meant to be played at 30 FPS. Uncapping it could lead to the following problems. In the Lost and Damned, turning properly with a Harley lookalike bike is almost impossible. Mouse movement is very difficult while using a computer. In Out of Commission, while trying to climb onto the helicopter, no matter how often you tap the spacebar, you won't be able to get onto the helicopter. In Revenger's Tragedy, while chasing the helicopter on your boat, Jacob's helicopter crashes and you're not able to progress. The backgrounds on your phone move too quickly. When loading a mission, the mission name flashes too quickly. In Lost and Damned and the Battle of Gay Tony, while playing air hockey, the puck would get stuck in a corner and may never move. The physics of the balls while playing pool breaks. Balls don't go as far and as fast as they do at 30 FPS. How to prevent these glitches? Method number 1 works on GTA 3, Vice City and San Andreas. The easiest one is to go into your options and turn frame limiter on. This will give you constant 30 FPS on GTA 3 and Vice City. On San Andreas the limit is 25 FPS. This however sometimes on Windows 8 and Windows 10 for some reason doesn't work and requires a few restarts in order to take effect. And of course in San Andreas 25 FPS is just unacceptable. Method number 2 works on all 4 GTA games. By default, GTA games use all of the cores and threads on your CPU, in my case all 16. This causes the game to go crazy. Limit the use to only one. Press Ctrl, Shift and Escape, click on Processes, find the game, right click on it. You need to click on Go to Details first, select Set Affinity, choose one of the cores and click OK. This way when turning on the in-game frame limiter, it will actually stay on and the mouse issues you may have also disappear. Method number 3 works on all 4 GTA games. By fraps, make your settings the same or similar to mine, making sure that you have it set at 30 FPS. While playing, simply start recording. Doing that will limit your frame rate to what you selected in fraps. This method should be your last resort. Recording constantly would make you run out of disk space. The game may lag sometimes, and generally it will feel choppy even for 30 FPS standards. Method number 4 works only on GTA 4. Simply increase all the game settings. GTA 4 is coded by monkeys, and even on the newest machines, increasing your settings makes the game run slow. In my case, on my hardware I get from 35 to 45 FPS on average, with everything maxed out. Method number 4 works on all 4 GTA games only if you have an Nvidia video card. Download Nvidia Inspector, open it up and click on this button. Find the framerate limiter option and set it to whatever you like. Unfortunately, it can't go lower than 25 FPS, so it's not a great option for San Andreas. Click on apply and you are done. Method number 6 works on all 4 GTA games only if you have an Nvidia video card and a 60Hz monitor. Go into your Nvidia control panel and navigate to the Manage 3D Settings tab. Down at the bottom, you'll find the vertical sync option. Simply turn it on. This locks the frame rate to your monitor's refresh rate. It works with 144Hz monitors, but that would not help you because we want a low frame rate. Even 60 FPS would not help you much though, so this method is not the best. It also, for some reason, it does not work for me on Windows 10 on San Andreas. And guys, this is pretty much it for the video. Of course, there's more methods, like extra programs which also limit your frame rate, but of course I cannot list every single one of them. Choose the method which works for you and have fun playing your game. I hope I helped. If I did, let me know in the comment section below. And a very special thank you to my lovely Patreon supporters: Vladas, Austin Data, House the Chowder, Alex Chavez, Max Robinson, and everyone else listed on the screen. Thank you so much for the support!